It's Catherine here at Moonstarlodge, and I usually say Ani, Bonjour, Kwekwe, Tansi, Scano, and greetings. So we're here with the reading for the 2nd to the 8th of October, still in Weaves the Web, and we're moving sort of third into the fourth quarter with this one. So it's about finalizing the incredible beauty of this month, making sure we've sown the seeds, so to speak, spiritually, and then we're getting rid of those things that no longer serve our connection to the collective energies of the spiritual world and our life. So I enjoyed using Claire Goodchild's cards so much, I'm using them again. This one is not Claire's, this is the Embroidered Graveyard. The Marigold Tarot by Amrit Bar for the ancestors. The Ghost Tarot. I can't remember who made this. It's Lo Scarabeo anyway. David Corsi, I believe his name is the artist. The Dark and Dangerous Oracle by Stacy DeMarco. I love that that oracle doesn't have your standard kinds of scary monsters in it. It's got mythical beings. And here's Claire's decks. Here are Claire's decks. The Antique Anatomy Tarot. Again, I'm using the Memento Mori Lenormand and Oracle, the Memento Mori Timing Expansion Pack, and the same with the General Expansion Pack. There are 2 or 3 other sets of cards as well. I just wanted to bring in some other energies into the reading. But you're welcome to look at her website if you're interested in this series of cards. All right, Brian, let's go. So we start with the Page of Cups. What a lovely, artistic, sweet being the page always is, looking for beauty, love, harmony, and as I say, art, but tempered with the maturity here of the Hanged Man. So the Ancestor card is saying, you know, be innocent and curious and carefree and look for new emotional expressions, but also take the position of the observer and make sure you're actually aware of what you're doing and not just frolicking about, going here and there, looking and distracted by the shiny things of life. So we're coming at this perspective with the voice of wisdom. The second card is the Knight of Swords. So here's a nice, swift moving, clear thinking, cut to the chase. So this is some of this maturity brought to the innocence of the page. That's not to say it's overriding the innocence of the page. This is our particularly main card of the week here. It's interesting because this card, the Knight, is clarified by the Weaver again. So it's Weaves the Web, Grandmother Spider Woman. So we need to not disconnect too much from relationships. We're not cutting things out too quickly, cutting people out too quickly. There is loving someone from a distance. That means you can't have them in their life, but you can love and respect who they are. You don't have to agree with them, but you're still including them. We are all still connected. So there can be a hastiness associated with the Knight in trying to clear the fog, so to speak. But this is exactly what kind of energy we're supposed to be utilizing as we move into the fourth quarter. So this is very much requesting our balance and our mature observation of making moves, not moving too quickly, and making them from a mature perspective with the joy and the curiosity of the Page of Cups. The third card here is also Cups. It's the 6. And it represents looking back on our lives with a sense of nostalgia, perhaps going back as far as childhood. But it too is clarified by a Knight. And once again, wow, a duplicate card. It's the Knight of Swords. So what this is saying is people can have a tendency to view things in the past as if they were still the age. What this card is saying is view your nostalgic memories from the eye of clarity and adulthood. Perhaps you need to expand your perspectives on what it is that you're looking back on. So perhaps you're seeing them with a new eye or a new lens, so to speak, from a new perspective. So expanding your perspective on how you see the past. This card is the 5 of Coins, and this can again represent feeling left out, feeling unwanted, whether this stems from the look back in time here, but basically it's not seeing the light. If you think of the Rider-Waite-Smith card, where the two crippled people are walking by a church, they don't look up, they don't see the light, they don't feel welcome to go inside. They're wallowing in their misery, really. So what's interesting is it's clarified. One of the most beautiful cards I find in this deck is the card Stars. This is from the Lenormand and Oracle deck. And stars are hopes and dreams, and looking up. You have to look up at the stars. The beggars in the original Rider-Waite-Smith did not look up. This is saying look up and keep a hold of your hopes and dreams, and not get into an illusory situation. I think the appearance of the Knight of Swords twice says we're not going to pander to illusion or fall victim to illusion, but holding on to our hopes and dreams. The Moon card returns this week, as well it should. And this is again, intuition, hopes and dreams, no fear of darkness, the changes that the earth is going through in these autumn months. And whatever it is we are gathering together and moving into, the timing card is February. Now I'm going to ask the Grand Poobah here to douse whether it's the earlier part of February, which is Aquarius, or the latter part, which is March, Pisces. Aquarius or Pisces?
Aquarius.
So it's in the earlier part up to about the 20th of February. So we're looking at in the time of Aquarius. Moving on here, we've got the 3 of Coins or Pentacles. So this is a card of working together collectively, figuring out how to build something. This is acquiring knowledge and education. And it's interesting that it's clarified by the Mandrake. Mandrake cards, this card in particular, is very much a card almost of duality. It's to kill something or heal something. It's about resting or movement. This is about making decisions from a place of clarity and not killing what it is that you're creating here and co-creating with others. This is not the card of working alone. This is the card of working with others. And finally, we have the Emperor. And the Emperor is all about taking care of the masses, bringing organization, right relationship, structure, education, but indeed care. And it's, again, interesting. This is Charon or Charon, about reciprocity, knowing when to give and knowing when to receive, knowing when to accept, knowing when to reject. So that's interesting. That's along the same lines here as the Mandrake card. This is about knowing when to go into nature and when not to go into nature. So this is holistically a very clear reading. We have lots more of this clarity energy with swords this week. Still lots of pentacle energy. So you can flip the camera, Brian. I'm impressed that in this third and fourth quarter of Weaves the Web, we've got some pretty basic, don't have to get wrapped up in a lot of thinking about it. There's a clarity and an energy of clarity that prevents us from wallowing in a mire of disconnect or illusion. So know that whatever this is that you're bringing to the table, and each of us will bring something different. This is a collective reading, but the energies of connectivity impact us all. So what we are bringing is very much going to be the genesis of something that proves itself manufactured, if you will, or manifested by the first 3 weeks of February. So I hope you liked this reading, and give us a thumbs up if you have. By all means, I appreciate your comments, and I like to answer, or at least acknowledge your comments. If you have questions, we're busily involved in classes right now until early November, but you know, we are open for private readings. Anyway, as I say, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, send me a coffee if you can, and be blessed. Oh.